104.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan Show. Don't forget, we've got a Roses update coming up in just about 10, 15 minutes. Mike, we're going to check in on him because he got his sister-in-law, Trisha, dead to rights. Like, she was definitely cheating.
Dead to rights. I don't know what that phrase means.
Is that what it is?
Sounds like something from a Western.
Dead to rights.
What does that mean?
Dead to rights.
That means you caught you red-handed.
I know Yellowstone's coming back
You
in a few
rascally
weeks.
rabbit.
Maybe that's getting you ready for RIP.
Oh, is that right? And in an hour from now, we're going to help you crack the code for Nutcracker Market tickets. In an hour from now, we give you the code, and then you've got 4 chances throughout the day to crack the code to win a 4-pack of tickets to the biggest shopping experience on the planet for the holidays. So 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m., you have a chance to crack the code that we reveal at 8 o'clock. We'll explain.
A lot of people are texting, playing. Sam, go ahead.
Wait, don't say what it is yet.
Okay.
Don't say what it is yet.
I'm not.
37530, we asked you to text us. What do you think Ryan's going to tell us? Because Ryan didn't tell us.
He teased. Ryan has some life-changing news.
It is for me.
And for those that already maybe have been keeping track, Ryan is engaged. His fiance's name is Jen. So for you to say it is for you, why would you say it like that? Here's people are guessing that you're a cyborg.
Well, I am partially metal.
Your dream came true because you love Star Trek.
Number 2, that you are retiring. Number 3, you are going to be a grandpa. We said that on Friday, though, and he said no because then he'd be dead.
No, I'd have a heart attack.
Well, first somebody else would be dead.
Yes.
And then he'd be
There'd be
dead.
2 kills. The guy.
Your daughter is
then
old
me.
enough to have a kid.
Yes, she's 25.
Not before marriage.
Oh my gosh.
Going back to school for her career change.
Yeah, what would you go back to school for? What would you change your career
I would
for?
never go back to school
Be an
for
electrician?
anything. Oh, yeah.
Don't you got
Yeah, I was doing home improvement yesterday. I got shocked. I definitely could use that.
How about, let's see, what else?
Getting a pet,
There's a
someone
lot
said.
about getting married. We already know about getting married. He's already engaged.
Moving out of state? Do the show? You can do the show from anywhere.
Satellite.
You like to go to Colorado a lot.
I do like Colorado. That's where my fiance's home state is.
So I can
Beautiful
see
there.
you-
Moving to Cali.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see.
You're telling us about your food sensitivity and you actually can eat everything. You just don't want to try it Tuesday.
That's why.
That you're going to be, so he's not going to be a grandpa.
That's the big news. You're
That's
actually
funny.
like me.
Yeah. Others saying if you're not going to be a grandfather, you're going to be a father again. So, second round later.
Getting your
Golden
tooth
years
out.
daddy.
It'd be
Yeah.
pretty
Golden
difficult.
years daddy. Let's see what else. Man, I feel it's a lot of the same that I'm seeing.
A lot of
So,
babies. People think you're having a baby.
yeah, grandpa
Yeah.
or regular dad or fostering. Somebody thinks you're going to foster a child. That you
Your
are.
artwork has been discovered. Somebody found your artwork, and now you're going to be famous. You're Banksy or whatever that guy's name was. That guy's or girl's name.
They discovered it and threw it in the trash.
Banksy, isn't that the name of that artist? We don't know who it is, but they just show up and they paint everywhere.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know that.
I never heard of Banksy.
I kind of feel like I think I think of Binks the cat from Hocus Pocus.
All right.
Or that your daughter is engaged or getting
Any of
married.
these?
Or
No, you're all wrong. No, I mean, look, behind the scenes, like I'm really blessed. I'm happy. I've got a wonderful fiance. Family is safe. My daughter's thriving. I'm having fun on the show, but I've been having a lot of problems with like focus, memory. So scary to the point where I went and got tests done behind the scenes because I'm like, something's not right with me, and it's like I'm just constantly on edge. And, I go to therapy and even my therapist, I'm cutting her off. I cut people off all the time. It's an annoying trait that I have on air.
What do you mean cut her off? Like you stop going?
No, I mean, like I will jump in. Like somebody's talking and I jump and I talk all over them. And it's just a horrible trait that I have. And
You do that to your therapist?
I did it to my therapist, and she's
trying
even
to therapize you, and you're
she's even
therapizing her back.
asking me,
What a
like,
word.
have you thought the possibility of, getting tested for ADHD? And so I went to a psychiatrist, and they tested me, and I was off the charts. Like, he said, this is one of the most severe cases of ADHD I've ever encountered. So I took that, and I'm going to start meds to try and correct this. The thing is that I could have saved so much grief throughout the years if I had just, maybe gotten this checked out when I was younger. I mean, I destroyed a marriage. I wrecked relationships, and I was well on my way. I mean, Jen is the most patient woman on earth with me. And I just, I've really caused a lot of problems. And I know I've annoyed you guys to no end. And, the way it was explained to me is how my brain is functioning. I don't want to get into a big science explanation here, But the bottom line is that I am starting medicine, and in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you should start noticing a difference.
Like I said, it takes a while, right?
It takes a while. You got
They
to
should
build
just
it up
put it in your vape.
system. Put it in my vape.
That's good, though.
But I started looking it up, and they said that the symptoms look different for adults than they do from children. One of the big studies about ADHD, 90% of the kids that have it, it's carried on into adulthood. So, I mean,
what's
if you
the difference
notice
between
this-
adult ADHD and kid, like when you're a kid? What's the
Well,
is
I've
there a
had it my
difference?
whole life. I just never knew it. I just didn't know.
For some reason, I guess I should have been your
So many
doctor.
I'm
problems.
thinking all of us have ADHD.
Yeah.
Do we not? Like technically, if we
You
all,
take
I
a
feel
test
like the way
for
we,
it.
we function on
I've known you
this
for
show.
25 years. I guess I should have told you the first
Yeah.
month I met you.
But it stands for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
That's good, though. You're going to get taken care
So
of.
hopefully we'll be a little less annoying on the air. Hopefully
I think
listen
it's
a little bit
annoying.
more.
I think it's just being focused.
Yeah, because I can't. My brain is scrambled all the time. Like, Roula will be saying something, and I'll jump 3 steps ahead, and I'm, and I
Like in your mind, you're
screw things
thinking,
up.
oh, I already said that, but I didn't say it yet.
Yeah. Yeah,
With
so
a story or something.
hopefully it'll improve my performance here.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm just glad I went and finally did something about it. But I'm also kind of, disappointed that I didn't learn this sooner, because it could have saved a lot of problems.
Some psychiatrists,
throughout
don't
my
they,
life.
they're worried that, people just want ADHD medicine so they can lose weight.
I'm
Oh,
not
is that
getting.
what-
I'm
is
not.
that what
I'm
it
not.
does?
Yeah. Well, there's 2 different
Now you
types.
just gave somebody an idea.
No, you always hear that.
No,
Like
there's
even
2
in
different types.
Desperate Housewives.
That's
you always hear that.
That's the stimulant-based medicine, and I'm opting not to do that.
He's getting on Lizzo.
I'm doing the non Lizzo.
Lizzo went out as the Lizzo
I
drug
know
over
she
the
did.
weekend.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You can get stimulant medicine or non-stimulant, and I'm starting with non-stimulant. I don't want to do the speed type stuff.
I don't think it really. I thought if you have ADHD, it doesn't do that anyway, right?
Right.
It
because why
doesn't.
would
It just
they
levels
treat
you
it like
off.
that?
Yeah.
Well, so that's all. About 2 more weeks, they'll hit.
Yeah. Should start seeing a friendlier.
By the
Less
Nutcracker Market,
annoying.
we'll find out.
write a note down.
People
That's it.
get calm and
Put in there,
quiet.
Reevaluate Ryan.
Yes, where's the?
on-
It's like when you.
Nutcracker Market Day, the 15th. It should
Yeah.
be in effect.
Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Hopefully, yeah.
13th. The
It's a
13th.
couple more weeks, right?
Yeah, but it
13th
was
is,
it was a
Wednesday.
hell of a realization to come to, though. Like when I heard that, I was like, "You're kidding me, really?
Good
like
for
my
you.
whole life never knew this." All right, well, hey, I'm willing to try.
The whole team has to get tested then because I feel like we all have been highly functioning.
I
with
think
that.
there is something about like in this business.
Yes,
you
doing what we do.
can't just you have to focus on 10 things at once.
Right. I mean, I know for sure Phoenix, when he was on our show, he was always spinning plates. I always say spinning plates on fire. Have you ever seen those guys in those old shows, like those variety shows?
that
They had
plate on
the
a
sticks
stick, yeah.
with the plates.
That's my
I
party
always,
trick.
Yes, I always say that's. People say, "How are you?" I go, "I'm spinning plates on fire."
Yep.
Because we're hyper performing is what we are.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. Let's see what happens. Mark your time like you're trying to cancel a subscription, Eric. Put it in your phone.
Let's see how Ryan does on focusing.
Yeah, coming up next, Roula and Ryan's Roses update. Mike is going to get back with us after what happened with his ex, well, not his ex, his sister-in-law, who he hopes is an ex of his brother, because he wanted to bust her cheating. If you missed what happened last Thursday, we'll get you through it. You'll recap it, and then you're going to hear it from Mike and see what happened since that phone call next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental discretion is advised. Mike is business partners with his brother, Paul. They have a landscaping company. Mike does not like Paul's wife, Trisha. He thinks that she's cheating on his brother. She's always talking about the neighbor, Bert. And
So it was one of those
how he's got an
situations-
open marriage. And then he noticed scratches on the inside of her thighs.
Which really was irrelevant. I mean, that's like, and that was nothing. I mean, she was holding a dog or whatever it was, but he had his instincts as to maybe the sister-in-law is not acting right, and so, or behaving or being faithful. So it was one of those cases where he wanted us to test somebody he's not even in a relationship with. You know, people who are like, well, I think my best friend's boyfriend is cheating on her, or I think my brother's wife is cheating on him. So I'm not going to offer red roses to Trisha because, you know, she'd probably be like, oh, send them to my mom, or I'll take them for myself. So we did a staycation situation. And then when I do that, I always ask, who is the person that you would like to share this staycation with? Who's your companion going to be? And we'll pick it up on the recap. If you missed what happened last Thursday, what happened when I asked her about who she wants to take with her to the hotel.
His name's Bert, B-U-R-T.
All right, so I'm going to send you an email so you can schedule all this yourself for you and Bert. But before I move on to the next colleague, let me tell you one more thing.
You need to know her name is Roula. I'm Ryan. You're on the Roula and Ryan show. Eric is with us, and your brother-in-law Mike is on the line. Mike, tell her what's going on.
Hey, Trisha, you dirty little what's going on? Look what ended up happening. You're not taking Paul.
You're such an asshole.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you call me the asshole?
Yeah, I did. You've been making trouble ever since I met your brother. You're such a
I've been making trouble,
Yeah,
you
you.
dirty little
You've been talking to him about me ever since we met. You've been just driving me into the ground with him the whole time. So is it any wonder I wouldn't look for somebody
Because
who's
I
going to be
knew
nice
you
to
were
me?
trash the moment you walked
Yeah,
into his
it takes
life.
trash
I'm
to
just
know
trying to
trash.
make sure that she can't deny that she's having an affair. You heard it.
We work together. We've got this.
Yeah,
we've got
so
a
what are you
big
going to do? You're going
project.
to go have a spa treatment and talk about how we need to fix the potholes in your pants?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, there's no speed bumps.
Oh, man. Obviously, Trisha, you are in a pickle now because you can't go back on what you said.
Yeah, because of my stupid asshole brother-in-law.
I love how I'm the so you're the
Paul can't
You're the
even go
dirty slut.
anywhere. He can't go overnight anywhere because you have him busy all the time with you. He's always with you.
Because he won't go and spend a night, you're going to go out with Bert?
Trisha, that's your logic. Since your husband is busy working, you have to take another man to a hotel stay?
You and Bert Wonderstone are going to be enjoying that hotel.
It's like Mike's married to Paul. It's like Paul's married to Mike. Like, they do everything together all the time. It drives me nuts.
He's my brother. He's my
So what?
brother.
He's my
Guess
husband.
what? He's not going to be your husband anymore. Because guess what? You
Oh,
and
you're gonna
Bert
make that decision
Baccarat
for him
or-
too, Big Brother?
Or
Big Brother's
Bernie
gonna
and
make that
Bert, Whatever
decision?
the hell his stupid ass name is. Enjoy yourself with Bert. You and Sesame Street can find the fucking rubber ducky in the tub all you want.
Oh, my God. We throw every Bert reference. Okay, listen, Mike, take a breath because I know you're really mad. You just need to present the information to your brother and let him go from there. It's not going to be easy, so carry it delicately and, use care when you explain this to him.
Rolla, I'm wondering who's going to call Paul first. Is it going to be the wife or
I'm
is...
calling him. I'm actually calling him right now.
All right, so at that point, we wrap things up, and he
We're like,
got
get
a
off
hold
the
of his
phone right
brother.
now. She's calling. Who's going to get there first? So we were glad that Mike has checked back in with us to see what happened after that phone call. So let's get right to it. Hi, Mike. Good morning.
Morning, you guys.
Mike, how'd your brother react to all that?
I mean, sure enough. I mean, she was the one who made the call first. She was trying to get a hold of it. He put her on hold, came over to me. I even said right off the bat, I know you're on the phone with Trisha. He was like, how do you know that? I said, well, I just got off this call with a radio station. It played on the radio. He actually then gets on a conference call. He's like, wait, I got to merge this call because I want to see what's going on here. And sure enough, she was deflecting back and forth. She starts putting it on me. She says, Paul, you're working too much. You're not available. You and Mike are always together. It's like you're married to him. And he's like, well, honey, this is my brother, but I need you to tell me what's going on. I was cool, calm, and collected the whole time. She's over on the other side, so defensive, arguing back and forth. And I'm like, listen.
All you got to do is get your brother to listen to the podcast. He can hear with his own ears that she was ready to take another man to a hotel.
Yeah, with the merged call, Mike, could you even get a word in edgewise? I would assume she'd like try and hang up on the merged call or try and get him by himself.
I was like, listen, the radio station's going to give me this file for you to listen to. Eric, one of the guys that was on the show, I said to him, he's going to send me a clip so that you can hear it. He was able to hear it beforehand, and that was it.
Well, what was his reaction when he heard his wife say she wants to take Bert to a hotel room?
Speechless. He's a sweet guy, right? He's super naive. He's real kind. He's got a big heart. Dude, he was heartbroken.
He wasn't mad at you, though, for, because some people, don't want their business out there. I'd be embarrassed.
He wanted to be mad at me. He did. He wanted to be mad at me. But then at the end of the day, he knew I was protecting him, So that's it.
So where does it stand now? It stands now what? Is he out of the house? Did he leave her there? Did he make her leave the house?
She left. She's staying over, I guess, with her sister. But at this point, it doesn't even matter where she is. But she's out of the house.
Well, you got the trouble out of your lives.
There you go.
I wonder if she can get part of your business that you guys have. That'd be awkward.
Oh, yeah. Well, did your business exist before they got married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's half
But
his.
still, wouldn't you have...
Just the profits that were made during the course of their marriage. She can't get the business.
No.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I would assume not.
She can't get the business. No, she can't get the business.
If she really wanted to put on the whole sad, remorseful thing, like, I don't know what I was thinking. Your brother made this I mean, I don't know. Anything could happen, and just be mindful of how delicate the situation is. Because before you called him, he thought he was in a great marriage. And now he's faced with his wife on having an audio proof that she wanted some guy to go to a hotel with her.
I mean, I get it, but that's why he's got me.
And it's humiliating, right? It's embarrassing. So
It is. I mean, could you guys imagine one of your brothers or sisters like doing that and hearing it on the radio?
Plus, you don't want your family to know about
And
stuff like
do me
that.
a favor, do not tell Paul at any point, Mike, I always knew she was blah, 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 or whatever terrible thing you want to say
Because if they get back
about her.
together, then you're screwed.
Well, not even that. Just in general, like, he made that choice to be with her, and it's like he takes it as a personal shot, like, hey, I made this choice, and you're telling me I chose wrong. Nobody wants to be told that by their older brother.
No, that's true.
Best of luck in whatever this situation brings you guys as a family, and thanks for listening to our show.
Well, and thanks for helping out. You guys are the lifesavers, so thank you.
All right, you have a good one. It's
Oh,
just
my
like
goodness.
that's people shoot the messenger. So I mean, I'm glad that his brother's not furious with him.
You know, we've been saying that phrase for years, and somebody the other day said, I don't understand what that means.
What's the origin
and I was
of
like,
that?
well, shooting the messenger means the person was the innocent bystander who just gave you the message, and you were so mad that you shot the messenger.
Well, because you're
that's
so
what the
you're,
You hear
thing
the
is.
message.
you've
that's when
got
you react.
shock and horror and anger, and you've got to channel that to somebody, and it's going to usually be the person that just delivered the news to you.
But
Yeah.
as a friend, though, it doesn't make sense.
No, it
I understand if
Right.
you're in the army or something and the guy comes on horseback and says something.
Hey. Anyway, Rule and Ryan
Prince
Joseph
are
happens on
The princess came
Thursdays.
over here and just burned your house down. What?
What?
Wait a minute, hold on.
God.
Wait, let me
That
blow
would
my
not be a
musket.
good military strategy.
Yeah. Rule and Ryan Joseph happens every Thursday at 7 o'clock. You can go to krbe.com to reach out to us, or you can find Eric on direct messages on his Instagram at producer Eric. A lot of people reach out in different ways to be part of that. It all is driven by your gut instinct on whether your mate or somebody that you love's mate is cheating on them. That's really what it is. All right. Coming up next, I cannot believe I'm about to tell you this, but it is a movie that Eric and I, for years, have begged Hollywood to update and remake. And it turns out it's happening.
Oh, it is?
But is it happening the
not
way
in a
you
good
would
way,
hope?
Eric.
Like a half way
It's
attempt?
not a good. Here's my thing. When you're waiting for a sequel to something, you really want to make sure when it gets done, it's getting done right. Not only is it not a motion picture you're going to go in the movie theater, it's on a Plus streaming network,
Oh, no.
which is going to be buried and stupid there.
Did they change the
And-
name of it? So,
No,
like,
I have to explain to you. What is that? If you know this show, there is a movie me and Eric have been begging Hollywood to remake. It has to do with lots of money. And it's going to be a Christmas theme.
And this movie I
Mistake.
saw as a kid, I remember my dad had a vasectomy. I never realized it because he was sitting there. He never sat and watched a movie because he's always on the farm. I'm like, this is weird. My dad's here on a Tuesday
And he's
in
in
a
here
robe
with a bag
with
of
ice on
frozen
his
peas
junk.
on his junk.
Behind him, and I'm like,
Bag of peas.
and we were watching this movie. That's the image I have of this movie.
All right, I have to give you the update and tell you about it. How it's like exciting news, but disappointing at the same time because they're not doing it right. We'll talk about it next on the Rule and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. Before I get into the scoop, let me give you a little gift this Monday morning. It's a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to Meow Wolf's newest exhibition, Radio Tave. Who wants to tell us about this?
Meow, 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 meow.
I haven't.
That's
I didn't
not
do it
my
yet.
friend
That's
went
not the
this
same
weekend.
thing.
My
Yeah.
friend went this weekend, and her mom
Looks
is actually
cool.
a voice you hear in this radio booth, but it is an art installation. I don't know how to explain
I know
it.
they
It's
did
all
one in
these
Vegas,
different like rooms that you kind of walk through. There's all these,
participate in.
yeah, you can participate. You take pictures,
Right.
you pose in front of it, and it's just crazy how someone's mind can think of all of these different ways to see something.
It's an immersive,
Especially art.
interactive art experience.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So just picture that. It is so trendy
They
right
did
now.
one in
Wow.
Vegas. I remember
It's really cool.
Irvin does our social media stuff.
He
He was
loves it.
freaking out about that they did that one and then that they were coming to
And it's a
Houston.
radio station. Meow Wolf. That's where you look it up. MeowWolf.com if you want to look it up for yourself. If you already are excited about this, the caller 10
That was
and
loud.
score a 4-pack of tickets at 833-390-KRBE. And don't forget, 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to give you a chance to win Nutcracker Market tickets with cracking the code to get to the biggest shopping experience for the holidays on the planet. We have a lot coming up, but let me tell you about this. What is the movie that me and Eric want a sequel on so bad?
People are guessing.
Yeah, that one that they're guessing. That one.
Brewster's Millions.
That one.
Brewster's Millions was a movie that came out in the 80s. Richard Pryor was the star, and it is where he had to spend $30 million in 30 days in order to inherit $300 million.
He had to spend it, remember? Not
To spend every dime. He couldn't give it away.
And there were certain
He had to have
conditions, too.
receipts for everything. Nothing could be an investment where it would make him more money. He had to just blow all this cash and not tell a soul why he's doing it.
everyone, like his best friend John Candy.
They were like, what are
Yeah.
you doing, man? You're going to blow all your money. Like, they were like, this is crazy. Why are you doing this? He could not tell a soul that he had to blow through $30 million in 30 days to get $300 million.
Do you remember some of the purchases?
Oh, he just was at a restaurant one day. He goes, I want everybody in here to have the best champagne. Everybody gets a whole bottle of champagne. I'm buying everybody's meals. And this guy had a camera. He goes, how about I pay you $100,000 every day and you're going to be my photographer? He goes, okay. And then the cab driver, I'm going to give you $100,000 a day and you're going to drive me around. Okay. Like he
Remember he
just
flew the
was trying
Yankees
to
in.
figure out how to blow all the cash.
He had the Yankees fly in
Was there a
to
cap?
play his team because
Like
he's
a
the baseball
AAA team
player.
or something,
Yeah.
or
Then
something
he
like
also
that.
had a stamp. He bought.
Oh, he did a stamp. I
He
couldn't
bought
remember
that
the
stamp that's worth like a couple $100,000.
Oh, and then he used
He
it
licked it and then put it
because
on
he couldn't keep it.
yeah, so he used
He-
it to send to
yes.
the guys, the bad guys that were trying to, because they'd get the bankers would get the money.
Yeah, if he didn't spend the $30 million, Sam, in 30 days, the bank would get the $300 million.
With
So
investors.
obviously,
So they're rooting against him.
they were rooting against him, like the attorneys or whoever was in charge of the paperwork.
But Brewster's Millions, we're like, it'd be perfect. Brewster's Billions.
Oh my God, it'd be so
Kevin
epic.
Hart could be the Richard Pryor part.
Yeah, just we have all these ideas for how
Even
we
Josh
can make
Gad could
this a
play
great.
John Candy.
Oh my God, yes,
Yeah,
that'd be so
yeah.
great.
That's
Let's
two
do it.
great
The
together.
chubby laughter guy.
Well, it's happening and it's a fail. I'm saying it's a fail because they're turning it into a Christmas movie. It doesn't even sound like the same concept. It's called Brewster's Millions Christmas.
Dang.
And it follows Morgan Brewster, played by China Ann McClain, as she embarks, and this is how they're describing it, as she embarks on a unique and challenging journey to inherit her Uncle Montgomery's fortune before Christmas. That is all they're saying about it. They're not saying how much money it is. They're not saying how she has to do it. Is it the same concept? As Morgan and her companions navigate the delightful chaos of the holiday season, they discover the true meaning of love, faith, and family through the act of giving rather than receiving. So it's like a Hallmark movie or something. That's not what we wanted. We didn't want that.
So it's not gonna be in
But
movie
Richard
theaters?
Pryor's real kids are also in the movie.
Okay. So
His real life kids are in the movie.
niece.
That's
so
cool.
Richard Pryor's character supposedly has passed away at this point.
I guess.
And then
I guess.
it's his money.
They don't even tell us that much.
I don't know, a Christmas movie.
It's on BET Plus. It's an original film called Brewster's Millions Christmas, and it's coming out December 5th. They already wrapped production, and let's see who else.
Are you gonna watch?
Richard Pryor's son, Richard Pryor Jr., is taking on the role in this project with Rain Pryor starring as Opal, but they don't say who Opal is.
I got to
in
sign
the
up for
movie.
another BET Plus. I got to sign up for
Yes.
another service.
So it's
Yes.
not available on BET. It's BET
No.
Plus.
So I was saying they've buried it on one of the Plus streaming networks.
Oh man,
Plus. Like
So many of
Peacock
them.
Plus.
I don't know, it's too-
I have too many streaming services as it
I'm
is.
sorry, I'm not going to sign up for it. I'm just not. I have to wait for it to
Unless
see
somebody
like highlights or
says,
something.
Eric, you got to see this. It was amazing. It was
Then
so
Eric's
good.
going to spend money on it and then
Yeah.
share his
And then he'll
password,
forget
and
that
then
he
it's
owns
And then
fine.
I'll
that he
cancel it. They'll be
pays
like,
it.
"Are you sure you want to cancel? You can keep it. We'll just charge you $2 a month."
And then you're like, all right.
That's what I had to do
Yeah.
with Paramount.
And it's good for a year, and then after that year,
I forget.
you forget, and they've jacked it up to $9 a month,
Yeah.
and it all adds up.
Everything's like 19, 14.
Ugh,
Every
Yeah,
3 or 4 months, you
streaming
get something
service.
saying, "Oh, we're going to jack the price up $2."
Yeah, here goes. Somebody texted, please tell me they're not remaking Brewster's Millions and doing it terribly.
Yep.
Well, they're just not. I don't know if this is terrible as a production value, but let me tell you what's terrible. That is not what we wanted in the theaters. I want Brewster's Billions. That's what I want.
Are there any comedies that come out in movie theaters anymore?
not a
I'm trying
lot.
to think of a comedy. Just a good old comedy.
Brewster's Millions.
Are they-
I think that still hits today. I bet if I tried to watch that, like, where would I find that?
I think the last
Where would I
comedy.
find Brewster's
It
Millions
was
right
playing
now?
on like one of those like stars or something.
Yeah,
it's
I just
exciting
use.
to see
I grab my
somebody-
remote or I Google it and I just like, hey, where's
But will
this
you
streaming?
find it is the question. I don't think we will. I don't know where it would. I guess we'll have to look it up. But
look it up
it's
right
still
now.
it still hits the same in concept where it's thrilling that somebody has to spend so much money and they can't tell anybody why they have to spend it, and you're just getting crazy with it, like ridiculous, stupid, crazy with it. Like, oh, what's your name, Sam? Oh, you like emo cows? Okay, we're gonna purchase 400,000 emo cows on this land over here, but I'm gonna sign it over to you. You're gonna own the land. It's not mine. It's
Yeah.
yours.
Here you go, Roula. You
And
can
that's how I spent
stream
my
this
money.
on Amazon Prime,
Amazon Prime.
Apple TV, YouTube.
I have to wake up my Apple
On
TV.
YouTube, there you go. Watch it for free.
Yeah, but then don't the commercials every 3 minutes.
That's all right. Give you something else to do.
Yeah. Sit
Take
through
a little
that.
break.
Yeah.
Scroll on
You
Instagram.
watch social media,
Yeah.
TikTok. There you go.
Just no, Brewster's Millions Christmas. And y'all let us know how it works. We think it's gonna be a fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Speaking of TikTok, Eric, you're the TikTok master here. I don't think anybody on the show even comes close to the amount of time you spend on TikTok.
Something I'm not proud of, but yeah.
Okay, so have you
love
seen
it.
this video? TikTok video has gained widespread attention after more than 150 people lined up outside a Katy courthouse, all saying they received the same traffic violation from the very same Harris County officer.
I didn't see this
Every
one.
person had the same response. They were pulled over by Harris County Sheriff Office Deputy R. Hubbard near the intersection of Fry Road and I-10, and they all had the same common violation, improper stop at a traffic light. Like, in other words,
They
not a
weren't there?
complete stop.
Did they actually do it?
Well, yeah, like, a rolling stop.
Well, California roll.
But
the California
people
roll.
actually did it though. But
They
this guy
actually-
busted everyone. That was his thing that day.
So all I'm getting out of this is, I'm
Wasn't there
not
some
going to
guy,
Fry Road and I-10.
L. Ron Hubbard? Wasn't that a guy?
That's the guy who created
Dianetics.
Scientology.
I remember seeing on TV as a
Dianetics.
kid. It would pop up.
That was the
Ron
commercial we
Hubbard.
just sit through.
Now he's busting people
Dianetics.
for driving.
No, it's
Ron
Deputy
Hubbard.
R. Hubbard. It doesn't say L. Ron
L.
Hubbard.
Ron Hubbard. What was it? L. R. Hubbard.
He started Scientology and he's a cop by
Through the day.
by day.
He was busting people at stop signs for not coming to a complete stop.
So what happened then? Did they?
Nothing. There's no resolution to it. They're just all complaining that 150 people lined up outside this courthouse saying, "Look, we all got the same ticket, same
I think-
officer, same time."
He's just sitting there picking them off.
Yeah.
Harris County needs to hire him for 59 and 610 when people try and shoot
No
over. They go
kidding.
across that the double lines and the lines. Of the,
They do. They don't wait their
59
turn.
and 610.
Yep.
It's
I
that
will-
place is a nightmare.
I will
over there.
do it
It's
for you
so
guys.
true.
If you could deputize me or something.
Deputize.
Like they do in, what was that movie, Charlie Sheen, where they're all,
The chase.
no, they're,
No,
they're
that
all,
wasn't it.
oh man, what was it? It was
Oh,
famous.
Young Guns.
Yeah, Young Guns. They all got deputized.
God, I remember that.
Eric is the regulator.
Oh yeah. Regulators!
Ask Alan Rosen, your
Mount
buddy.
up.
Yeah,
Make
Alan
you a
Rose. I saw him. I'll
constable.
call him up and say, dude, just give me one day. I'll
I'm
write you
telling
500
you.
tickets.
That's the worst
God,
part of
Eric.
Houston, where nobody wants to wait their damn turn.
Yep, people are
and
rude.
that right-hand lane that gets onto 610 North from 59, they all cut over at the last second.
Hate
I
it.
feel like that happens everywhere, though. I feel like I've
Oh,
seen
it's
it
worse
on
there.
610 to go to I-10. I've seen it on 59
That's a
to go
mile
to
long, half a mile
610.
long at least of people doing this.
Yes. And then also, if you're trying to take the Beltway to 45, that's another one. Beltway to 45 is such a long line, and then you always have the last-minute cutter-overs.
Yeah, I can't
Just
stand
right
those
in there.
people.
That or we have bumper cars. Just bump them out.
That would be great if we all had rubber around our car. We could just-
You got such an ego. I understand if you make a mistake and you didn't realize it.
Yeah, but how do you
But
know how many
you
people
think
are
you're
doing
more
that? 'Cause
important than
I've actually
everybody
been in a
else.
position where I'm like, oh, crap,
Then
this
you know
lane
what you
doesn't
do?
go turn.
You live with your mistake and you go like to the left towards Bel Air.
You're gonna
you
have to
U-turn and
circle
come
back around, yeah.
That's your problem, not my problem.
You know how long that's gonna
I
take?
waited here.
Narcissistic.
You know how long that's going
jerk.
to take?
I waited
Eric?
here and
If that was your mistake and you had to do
No,
that,
it takes 5 more minutes. Well, you know what? That's your problem.
not in Houston
You should have paid
traffic.
attention.
that'd take 5 more minutes.
they did pay
I don't know
attention.
what kind of fantasy world you're living in.
They made 2 lanes go to the left towards Bel Air and
Yeah.
one that's more important going through the Galleria to I-10.
Man, let me
Which
tell you
to
something.
me, I
There's
think
been-
it's
They fixed it.
tore down that whole entire
And they didn't do anything.
exchange, and they built it exactly the same
Well,
with the
I'm
same
confused.
problem.
I don't even
That
know
was
where
so
I'm catching it
stupid.
from now. Like, I'm totally thrown.
It's
like
crap.
the Chimney Rock exit coming from 59, from downtown to go on 59 South to go Chimney Rock. I'm like, oh, that's the new ramp. Oh, I guess.
yeah, there's a new ramp
I haven't
for
done
that.
this in so long. I
And guess
have
what?
to go Fountain View now.
Just as many car accidents as ever in there. I mean, there's so many car accidents there at Chimney Rock and 59.
Rosen, you deputize me. bring me
Regulators.
for being coach.
You're going to get run over the first time you try.
Oh my gosh.
You
Stop.
are. Oh, no.
He's not even on a motorcycle. He's just standing up there.
On a
Yeah,
horse.
we're
Someone
going to
be on a
give you a
horse.
chance to crack the code for Nutcracker Market tickets. The Houston Ballet's Nutcracker Market is so fantastic, and it's such a fun shopping experience for the holidays. We'll give you a chance to win that. And there is a question Eric has about whether this is a fad or it's here to stay.
There's an item that 90% of us use in the kitchen, and I'm just curious that is it going to go the way of the George Foreman grill, or is it going to be that thing that's with us till the day we die?
Oh.
Like the oven, the
I think it's
dishwasher.
just changed our world.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out what it is next on the Roula and Ryan Show.